Hey everyone, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and in today's video I want to talk about a trend that I'm seeing online and a lot of people are sending me regarding Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and all of these other major retailers across the country who are slowly but surely pulling Blu-ray and 4K physical media off their floor space, taking down shelves. And I've been sent a ton of pictures of empty shelves at Best Buys and Targets and Walmarts, and a lot of people are worried about what this means for physical media. So I'm going to address that in this video, explain a little bit about what's going on, and give you a little bit of an optimistic look on why I don't think that this is the worst thing in the world. Now, if it's your first time here, well, welcome to the channel, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for returning. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate that. We're trying to hit our goal of 100,000 here in 2022, so everybody counts, and I appreciate every last one of you. If you hit subscribe, that would be great. So I've been getting messages and emails, Instagram DMs, Twitter messages, comments on YouTube, all sorts of stuff for the last, I'd say, 3 to 6 months. And a lot of people, especially in the US and Canada, are concerned because their local Best Buys are now officially phasing out physical media. Now, for a lot of people, I think they freak out at first and they say this is doomsday. This is the end for physical media. The last, 3 retailers who were major retailers who were carrying movies, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, I mean, those are your big 3, right? They're now getting rid of movies. This is the end. This is over for physical media. Once they get rid of that, that's it. We have no hope. So this video really breaks down to 3 parts. Number 1, what are the actual profits on a DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K sale? That helps explain a lot of what's happening here, and I think that may surprise you. Number 2 is how is retail changing, and what are these big retail chains doing to adapt to a changing consumer and a new world of e-commerce, online shopping, and how is this affecting physical media? And then number 3 is really what can you expect for the future of physical media? Where are you going to be able to shop? And how do I see the future of this market really growing and continuing to sustain in the next 5, 10, 20 years? So number 1, let's talk profits. Now, a DVD or Blu-ray or 4K, you can average anywhere from say 20 to 25, maybe $30 on release day for a brand new release title. So at the end of the day, once all the costs are taken into effect, obviously there's the store's cost for purchasing the title. There is the profit that has to go back to the movie studios and the labels who release these titles. There's the manufacturing and shipping costs, all of that stuff. When that's all said and done, realistically, what Best Buy, Target, Walmart, what they're making off a sale of a new release Blu-ray or 4K is about $1 to $2 per disc. So the percentage isn't bad, but the reality is they aren't selling that many of them. The new release titles may sell pretty decently. If you have like an Avengers Endgame type event or Spider-Man No Way Home, you'll notice that all the retailers get exclusives and they push it really hard because they know that that will sell hundreds of thousands, if not millions of copies, and they can actually make a little bit of money on it. But if you think about other new releases or kind of boutique stuff that may not sell that fast, or movies that aren't as popular, sure, they're $20 on release day, but how soon do they drop to $15? How soon do they drop to $10? And how soon are they put into that $5 bin? At that point, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, they're not making any money on a $5 or $10 sale of a movie. In fact, they're probably losing money. And so their real importance of physical media sales for these retailers is to sell things on release day at full price, $20, $25, even $30. That's the biggest benefit for them. To keep movies on a shelf for 6 months to a year and have this big movie section that sits there for a while, that's great for those of us who want to browse, and maybe somebody is just getting around to picking up some of the Avengers or Marvel movies or a couple Disney animated classics. But the reality is that those have been sitting there for so long, they aren't selling fast, they aren't moving, they've probably dropped in price, and at that point, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, they're taking a total loss on those movies. So at a certain point, it doesn't make sense for you to have a big movie section in these stores and take up floor space because you're going to lose money on anything that's not a brand new release. That's why you'll still see movies in Best Buy, Target, and Walmart, but you're probably going to see them right up in front of the store or in one very small section that focuses on their store exclusives, which are key. Best Buy Steelbooks, Target exclusives, Walmart exclusives, those do really well for the stores. So you'll see those, and you'll just see 2 or 3 of the brand new release movies. Also, you're going to see the quantities go way down. Best Buy is not going to order 100 copies of the newest movie to your local Best Buy store because they don't think they can sell them. That's why you're seeing shortages and you're seeing steelbooks sort of sell out. It's a supply chain issue, but also the people at these retailers are not going to stock up on 100 copies, only sell 10, and then have to eat a loss on the other 90. They're going to buy 10 of them, they're going to sell them out in the first hour, and then tell you to go buy the rest online. And that sort of leads into number 2, which is the changing retail space. So over the last 10 years, obviously retail stores have taken a huge hit. Big chains like Sears have gone out of business. We've lost numerous different bookstores and other big department chains like Kmart that were around for many, many years as people moved to purchase things online. Now, the ones that survived, the Targets, the Walmarts, the Best Buys, they survived because they adapted. Walmart has a real focus on groceries. That's how they've been able to stay in business and make so much money. Over 65% of their sales are groceries. The other 25 or 35% of that, it's clothing, it's apparel, it's beauty products, it's home goods. Electronics make up a decent portion, but the entertainment stuff wasn't doing much for them. So they're going to minimize the floor space that DVDs and Blu-rays and walls of movies take up, and they're going to give that to different departments, which are making them more profit, because as retail gets more and more tight and the profits are lower and people move to buy things online, you have to maximize every single inch of your store to make as much money as you can, or you're going to have to close the location. So Target has done a similar thing. You'll notice a lot of your Target stores probably have much more in the grocery section than they used to have. I've noticed a lot of them expanding that. They're also very big on beauty and healthcare. Their partnership with CVS to bring pharmacies into Target, their whole makeup section, all the beauty and healthcare and skincare stuff. Those are the type of things that people want to come into your store for. Things that you still need to sort of look and touch and feel and see in person, like makeup, to make sure you're making the right decisions. Target also, of course, has that focus on home goods, electronics, but primarily home goods, apparel, and beauty and healthcare make up their majority of profits. And so, again, if you could take 10 rows of Blu-rays or DVDs, which are making you $1 or $2 a piece, and you're only selling 50 a day, and you could put in a new section of home goods from Joanna Gaines, which are going to sell you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items a day, which one are you going to choose? It's just a business decision. Now, in Best Buy's case, they are actually a very interesting case because they were dipping in profits in the mid-2010s, and they actually have had a little bit of a resurgence because they started to focus more on cell phones and appliances. So appliances take up a lot of floor space, but it's one of those things that people still like to shop for in person. You may do your research on buying a fridge, a washer, a dryer, a dishwasher, whatever it may be. You'll do your research online and you'll do comparisons, but at the end of the day, you probably go into the store and talk to somebody about it. You probably go in and actually check out the fridge, look at it. Okay, how's the storage space? Let me see this in person before I bring it into my house. And then Best Buy is going to push you on the installation. They're going to push you on warranties. They're going to make their money in that way on appliances. They do the same with phones. If you need to sign up for a new phone plan, of course, you could do it online, but sometimes it can get a little messy, especially if you're transferring contacts. So you go into a store, you sign a new contract. Best Buy has all the major cell phone providers, and they're selling iPhones, which take up little to no floor space for $1,000 a pop, offering you phone insurance, which they make money on, Geek Squad prices they make money on, and all these other things which aren't actual physical products like cell phone services, warranties, and insurance that they can make a killing on. And that's how they've managed to stay afloat and had a real resurgence. So when you're looking at a section of Best Buy, which used to be, 50 by 50 full of movies and DVDs and Blu-rays, TV box sets, they had all this different stuff. Think about how many washer or dryers you could put in there. Think about if you could expand your appliances to include more models of the fridge that is really popular right now, more of the Samsung smart fridge, or a new line of dishwashers or washer and dryers that really needs to be seen. That's where they're making their profits. And so again, you can make $1 or $2 and sell 50 movies a day and have this huge floor space for it, because we know movies take up space. They need shelves, they need to be displayed, they take up a lot of space. Or you can stick a washer or dryer demo unit out there, have people come by and actually interact with that, talk to your salesperson, drive some more sales of the appliance, and you sell a couple of those and you're going to make more money than movies might make you in a month. So it's just a business decision at the end of the day, and it's these companies adapting to the way people are shopping. And those differences in the way people are shopping really leads into point 3, which what is the future for physical media? And I think the reality of physical media is this is something that we are going to buy online almost exclusively. You're still going to have a few local video stores. You might have a few chains like my local chain, Bull Moose, but even the local chains like a Family Video have gone out of business. Most video stores have gone out of business. Unless you have a really loyal customer base and you can keep your operating costs low, it's tough to own a video store because of those profits. You don't make much on selling DVDs and Blu-rays. So the majority of your purchasing now, it's going to happen online. I don't think that Best Buy or Walmart or Target, they'll never stop selling movies, but Best Buy is not going to dedicate floor space to them. They could dedicate shelves in their warehouse to these movies, and then all they got to do is take them out of a box in the warehouse and ship it to you for $5, and they've made their couple of dollars and they're happy. But they're not going to take up the floor space to do it. So I don't think this is the death of physical media. This is just a matter of things shifting. This is going to happen with other products as well. There are other things that will be pushed out of Best Buy. Video games is a huge one. Their video game section used to be huge. When's the last time you bought a video game, a physical copy at Best Buy? This is not just a movie and DVD and Blu-ray problem, right? This is a widespread thing where if it's not an item on the floor that can make you really good profit, a couple of $100s on a single sale, they're not going to give you floor space for it because floor space is too valuable and it costs too much to operate a retail store to dedicate floor space to an item that makes you $1 or $2 a piece. So you're going to be shopping online much more, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Physical media, of course, it's great to hold it. It's great to browse shelves. We all miss the days of Blockbuster. We all miss the days of the video stores where you can go through and thumb through stuff and, look for a copy. But realistically, where that's going to happen now is going to be at your pawn shops, at your thrift stores. But it's not going to happen at your major retailers because they're worried about one thing, and that's profits, and movies don't bring them profits. I also think that you'll see a lot more companies move to direct sales. Now, Groove.com is one place where Universal has started selling their titles direct. Now they don't need to give $1 or $2 to Target. They'll take the full $10 themselves right to Universal, take out the middleman since Target, Walmart, Best Buy, they're not putting movies on their shelves anyway. That's what you're going to see more of. You're going to see a Groove.com, you're going to see a deep discount, you're going to see places like Diabolic DVD who does boutique stuff, and you're going to be buying direct from manufacturers like Arrow Video, like Shout Factory, like Kino Lorber. You're going to be buying directly from these people, Criterion Collection. That's where you're going to go. Sales are going to go direct. They're going to be e-commerce only for the most part, and you're going to have to get stuff shipped to you. Of course, as a physical media collector and movie lover, I want them to stay, but as a neutral third party here, if I can think about that from their perspective, there's absolutely no reason to have movies on shelves when you can stick 2 fridges in there and sell them for $1,500 a piece. So really that's what's happening. It's the world shifting, retail dying and trying to reinvigorate itself and make sure it stays alive. And it's really not a physical media problem. Physical media sales are still strong. It's a $10 billion plus industry. I've seen 4K sales in the last few months be up higher than they've ever been before because of some big titles like Dune and Encanto and other Disney movies which have pushed that, really popular movies. When Spider-Man No Way Home comes out, physical media is going to be huge, and we're still seeing tons of announcements from Kino, from Shout Factory, from all these boutique labels, Criterion, plus the major studios who support physical like Universal, Warner, Sony, Paramount. They're pushing titles every single day. I'm getting emails about new stuff coming out. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. There's just going to be a difference in the way you purchase, and you are definitely going to have to shift to purchasing more online, which I don't think is a big deal for what we're buying. This is not something you need to see ahead of time. This is something that you can enjoy once it's in your possession. So please do not think the sky is falling. I don't want to get any more messages about my Best Buy's closing down movies. Is this the end? Is physical media dying? I appreciate all your messages and your concern, but there's nothing to worry about. As long as there's hundreds of thousands of people that follow me and other physical media channels out there and millions of collectors worldwide spending billions of dollars every year, it's not a market that's just going to disappear. It hasn't fallen that far that they're just going to stop making discs. And clearly all the news that's come out lately points to there being more 4K and more Blu-ray discs than ever, and a lot of it is catered to collectors, which is great, and it's a little bit more niche than maybe it was before, but I don't mind that because we are a niche community, we are a niche group, we want the best, and if it means that we get things that are more catered to us, that's a good thing. So do not worry about Best Buy and Target and Walmart. I know that sucks if it's the only location you have near you to shop for movies and kind of browse through movies, but honestly, you have to shift and adapt to the new digital world, and we're going to be browsing movies online. That's just the way it goes, and if you want to browse movies in person, there's still ways to do that. So that is it for the video. I hope that explains a little bit. I hope that helps you guys not be so worried about what's happening at Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all these other major stores. Appreciate y'all watching this far. I know this was a little bit of like a ranty explanation video, which is why I'm considering maybe doing like a weekly 15-20 minute podcast instead of videos, or there'll still be videos, but it'll be an audio only type video with some graphics. Let me know if you guys would like that. Make sure you follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description, and make sure you check out all the other links in my description for ways you can support the channel. But the biggest support is just watching. So appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. Keep buying movies. Don't worry about what Best Buy or Target or Walmart's doing. Just enjoy your collection and enjoy what we have here in physical media because it's great, and have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you soon.